All right, we have Chyree Walker with us. Chyree had 13 points, a career-high 14 rebounds for a double-double today. Before you ask a question, just state your name and affiliation, and then questions for our student-athlete. I guess I'll begin then. Chyree, you're down 13 early in that game. What seemed to be working after that to come back and really take that lead?
We just had to play team basketball and play solid on defense. They were getting a lot of points in transition, so we had to just kind of get back on the offensive rebounds and just try to stop them in the transition.
5 different players, double figures in scoring. How much easier does it make it to win when you have that much balance in a game?
We focus on it every day. Just playing team basketball. Obviously, we don't have a lot of guys who can just go out and just score on their own. So team basketball is key.
And you had out-rebounded them by 14 as well, including 13 offensive rebounds. How important was it to crash that glass tonight?
They have a couple guys who lead the league in rebounding, so it was important to just secure the ball and give us second chance opportunities, and also stop them from getting second chance opportunities.
Hey, Chyree, David DeGuzman with WFXR TV in Roanoke. You guys were able to make that comeback late in the first half, but then it was this back and forth battle for a lot of the game until probably the second half of the second half. What kind of powered you guys through and willed you guys through until you guys were able to pull away from them?
So like I said earlier, just trying to control them on offense. Like on defense, I'm sorry. Our defense has slipped beginning of the game. So just focusing on defense and try to stop them from getting easy buckets was like our main points.
And also, I wanted to ask, you guys are kind of a few weeks now into this Big South play where you guys are facing teams 2 nights in a row. Do you like this format? Do you feel like when you play a team one night and you're able to pinpoint your mistakes, you're able to play even better the next night? I mean, what are your thoughts?
It's definitely different. It takes a toll on your body for sure. But I kind of like it. The things that you did the first game, you just kind of just let them go, learn from them, and then you just try to hone on them the next game.
Great win against a good team, explosive offensive team. Again, the theme is, we held a team that has been averaging in the high 70s to mid 60s. And, that's something that we hang our hat on. That's something that we're very proud of. Everybody gets enamored with the scoring, but at the end of the day, it's about, making it hard on the other team to score. And I thought for the second consecutive day, we did that against a really talented offensive team. So proud of the guys for that.
Questions for Coach.
Hey, Coach. David DeGuzman, WFXR TV in Roanoke. You guys were down 22-9, and by the time you got the deficit down to 10, you guys really made that run. What enabled you guys to have that kind of spark and to really stay in it for much of the game when it was kind of a back and forth battle?
Yeah, it was really amazing that we had a lead at halftime. As poorly as we started the game, we didn't have energy on the defensive end. We weren't cutting hard on the offensive end. We didn't have any juice from the bench. And so, by the time, I think it was the under 12 timeout, I just told the team, I can't keep begging you to do it. You guys got to do it yourselves. And, we had some internal leadership there, stepped up and got our team, sparked up. And by the time the next media timeout came, I thought that we had really changed the energy in the game, made it a little more difficult on them to do what they were trying to do. And carried over from there the rest of the half. And then the second half was just more the same.
What do you attribute the slow start to? Do you feel like it's kind of the fatigue from the previous night, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think, both teams have to deal with that fatigue. I think it's mental, as much as it is physical. I think it's both. None of us in college basketball are used to playing back-to-back games. A lot of NBA teams, they play 82 games, so they have some back-to-backs. But the only time we really do back-to-backs is maybe in a Christmas tournament or the conference tournament. So it's forced us to really have to try to manage, the time that we put on their legs. It's forced us to have to, especially with a young and inexperienced team, help them understand how important having juice and enthusiasm is that second day. And, we're still learning.
You mentioned, I guess, some of the disadvantages of having this format. Do you see any advantages to it, or do you feel like you can look at tape from the night before and these players are able to kind of pinpoint those mistakes and able to correct them quickly? I mean, what are some advantages to this format?
Well, the number one advantage is if you win two, it feels really good, but if, you certainly have to make some adjustments from one game to the next. And it's, so far it's been fairly simple, the adjustments that we've had to make. Now, we weren't successful in the second game against PC, but in this game, I thought, the adjustments that we talked about, it was mostly mental and film work today. And I thought the guys carried that over into the game. So that's really good to see, them understand what we have to do different in order to get the result that we want.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Sorry, Coach. You seem to have a lot of balance. You had 5 guys in double figures. How important is it for a team that's young and experienced to have all these contributions from different parts?
Yeah, I mean, we talk to our guys all the time about being ready. We came into this series expecting, a different lineup the first night, and then expecting a different lineup the second night. And so you just never know. I think the team that's most flexible is going to have, success. And so far, we've been flexible. So whoever is called on, whoever number is called, has been, shown themselves to be ready to play. I thought, Brian Hart did it yesterday, and then he did it again today. Keyshawn Porter hadn't been playing a whole lot. He came in and played some good minutes. And then, Josiah Jeffers hadn't been playing great. He came in and with an opportunity to start and really lit it up. So, I think that's the message for our team is, in this year, which is so unusual, every guy has to be ready. And when his number's called, if he's got a clear mind and he's not upset about something or other, and he's focused on his job and he prepares like a starter, then he's going to have success when he gets his number called.
And you also seem to have a pretty big advantage in the rebounds both games. Tonight it was plus 14. Just how important is it for a team, especially that attacks in transition, to really control that glass?
Yeah, man, that's the big key to winning. It's an underrated key to winning games and winning important games is, being able to control the boards. I mean, you think about it, you might play good defense and get a stop and get the other team to miss, but if you don't get the offensive rebound, well, that possession continues, and now you got to expend more energy to try to get a stop. So when we can defensive rebound the way we have these last 2 games, there were certainly some spurts when their big kid, number 5, Dickens, got on the offensive glass, but for the most part, we did a pretty good job in both games, and we're able to control the boards and not let them have second chance opportunities.